Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Saturday morning board game show. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Hannah, and this morning we're running a little light. Will, Sarah, Jonah, and Chantel are making their way back from Essen, so we're looking forward to hearing more about their adventures at a future podcast, so make sure you're subscribed there so we can hear it later. But today we're going to talk about our sponsors. We have the Op. We'll be talking about the game Mish Mash later. It'll be the last game that we play. And then also Arcane Wonders. We're going to be playing Neotopia later, so check that out. And Ryan, tell us about our other sponsor for today.
Game Toppers. So these are game toppers, these tables that go on top of tables. And they have a Kickstarter coming up on October 24th. They're going to be launching their Young Sherlock, which is a smaller coffee table, sort of table. And then they have a bunch of new mats coming out. There's a Wild West, there's a desert one, there's a bunch. So
absolutely.
Check that out. It's going to be some pretty cool stuff. Now, let's go ahead and head to the table.
Hey, welcome to the table. There's more people here.
A few more.
And Journeyman Dan, welcome back.
Hey, thanks.
Two months in a row.
I know.
Crazy.
It's a record. Well, maybe not, but glad to be here.
Your journeys have brought you home.
Yes, that's right.
We are talking about a game from Funny Fox called Nautilus Island, and we are stranded on an island.
With the Nautilus,
Yes.
the submarine.
With the submarine.
Yep.
We wrecked.
And
Bad navigator.
sorry, it was my fault. So we all,
Oops.
I was going to say, take our people back here. We were just showing Dan how to play. So on the board, we have things we're trying to find on the island in order to repair our ship and, to survive and then eventually to leave. But what are we trying to do in order
You're
to do
trying to collect sets of cards. So Kevin is going to put his figure, we've decided you're going first, Kevin.
First, I like this one.
On a column, and then he's going to draw the cards of that column. Some are face down, so a little bit of mystery.
Yep.
He chose that one because they were two of the same
There were,
color,
yeah.
and that's good.
And then Melissa can go?
Yeah, I you know what? I'm going to take 3 cards. Gold is special. It's just going to be worth points at the end of the game.
Okay.
And
That's a secret.
this
Is there a
one,
hand
secret.
limit?
A hand limit, I think it's 10.
I can
So
double
I can't just
check.
go ticket to the right, and collect
And, yeah.
40 cards.
Melissa will double check that one. And now, I'm assuming you're not laying any.
I am not lying.
Well, you can't. That's a separate.
Oh, that's everything.
Turn.
All right. That's right.
So now I get to
So
choose
now,
again.
Dan is the furthest back in the ship, so he gets to choose.
And we spin our little arrow so everyone knows that we are now placing to this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's right, Melissa. I forgot. So when you move into a different column, you choose. Do you want to lay 3 cards, or up to 3 cards, or take those cards? Because the number of cards in the column determine not only if you decide to take, but if you instead decide to lay, is the number of cards you can lay. Now I get to go. I can't go where Dan is. I can't go on the same column, so I
Right.
must go to a different column where no other explorer is. And I think that 2 gold right there looks pretty good. So I'm gonna do that and take these 2. And now it's Melissa's turn. I was hoping I could get something in order to lay, because that's the other big part of the game. You're laying colored cards down and basically collecting sets of colors. So you see green, you see purple. I think Melissa had.
I'm gonna come here.
Okay.
And I'm actually gonna lay.
There we go.
So here, I think that's in. It has to be the same color, the same suit.
Yep.
I can lay up to 2 cards because there's 2 cards in that column.
Yep.
So I'm gonna lay 2. I'm the first one to lay green, so I get the bonus token, which is gonna give me an extra point per card. I can decide to close it out
Yep.
as a 2 to get 4 points, or I can leave it open, hoping that I get some more green cards to lay. I'm gonna leave it open.
And you can leave it open. And now we switch the arrow back to the top, and it's back to Melissa.
Ooh.
And these tokens do go in descending order. So there is if you want.
Did you find out about hand limit?
I did not see a hand limit.
If you want more points,
Nope.
for sure, you can take the top
don't
one,
remember.
or you can risk it to try and get more points later
Let
on.
me check, because that is a great question that people
I'm
may
gonna
want to
go
know.
here and drop my phone.
Drop your phone.
I probably should have gone on the one that had the green.
Yep.
That would have been smart, but hey.
Yep.
Okay. Wait, it's not
Yep.
me.
It's my
It's
turn. I
Kevin.
can't go with that. I really want that one. But look at those, all that gold.
I know. That's a lot
So
of gold.
much gold.
Now, do you play the gold too?
No, it's just in your hand.
Okay.
So you don't have to play it.
Okay.
Melissa, it's your turn.
Nope, it is. We're going up.
Sorry, it is Dan's turn.
He took the green.
Actually, no, I think I want this. Okay, so that's just another color. Got kind of an orange. All right.
There's no card limit to your hand.
Ooh.
So you can Ticket to Ride it all you want, Dan.
Take them all.
And then Dan,
But the problem with Ticket to Ride is if you don't play and close out your sets,
That's true.
there are no
It's true.
points.
Now, when does this round end or
when does the game end?
Yeah.
The game ends when there are no cards that left in a row. It sort of triggers the end of the game. Mostly.
Okay.
I'm gonna come here to make sure I get another green. Well, you went in the last place, so that's your fault.
I can't go in the last place, so I guess I'm gonna.
You'll be first next time.
Gonna be first. So I want to.
You want everything.
All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go here and lay 2 purples, and I get the purple bonus, which is just 3 points at the end of the game. And I'm gonna close it out. So we can't play the whole game because we have to go back to the couch in a second. But what you see here is I collected a purple bonus. These I don't know if you talked about these refill when there's one bonus left, and then I cannot lay any more purple for the rest of the game.
At all.
Because it's closed out.
It's closed out.
Okay.
But I did get 4 points for it, which means I will score purple at the end.
Yeah.
Because I've played games where I've gotten a whole bunch of cards and never scored them because I never closed them out.
So yeah, so I would be like, I'm gonna lay 2 more green. The green token's already gone, so I don't get an extra, but I
But
would
you
close
could get
it
a
out.
bonus if there was a green bonus
Yes.
token there.
And I'll go here, and I'm gonna lay
Aw.
down 3 purples.
Yep.
Kevin already took the
Took the
purple bonus.
I will go ahead and close it out though, so I get that 6 point.
And then we're gonna end the game right there.
Yeah.
Because we go back to the couch, but we would also not only count up all our sets that are completed with the portal tokens, but all our gold that's in our hand. And then you count up points to see who wins.
Nice.
So
Very cool.
that's Nautilus Island from Funny Fox, and that plays up to 4 players. Yeah, 2 to 4 players, and we're going back to the couch.
Hey, welcome back to the couch. We are going to be playing Chomp by All Play. Hannah, how do we play Chomp?
So Chomp is for 1 to 4 players, and you will set up your deck with 9 cards per player. So on a turn, you're basically either going to be picking a endgame goal or adding to the land, and we all have the cards that we start with. And how you place one of these land tiles, you could either place it next to a tile you already have, or you can cover a quarter, a half, or even the whole thing of the land you already have. But how you actually place those to create bigger sets and bigger herds, we'll talk about how you score points at the end of the game so you know how you actually want to place them into your land. So, some of the different terrain tiles. We've got tar pits, we have plants, we have meat. Those are going to be the things that you use to feed your herds. If any herd is next to a tar pit, they immediately go extinct and you will not be scoring any points for that herds that are touching it. So you're going to want to cover tar pits.
Bummer for that dino.
Absolutely. So you have your carnivores and your herbivores, and they come in both small, medium, or large. I have a large one here in front of me. They're all going to score points at the end of the game. Large ones 3, medium 2, small 1.
Simple enough.
The carnivores are going to want to eat meat. If they don't have meat next to them, they're going to start eating the herbivores. So then the herbivores want to eat the plants. So you want to only have one of those cards next to a plant material, and then that's if only one dinosaur in that herd is touching it, that whole herd is fed.
Okay.
Mountains, which are these gray things, will block herds from forming and creating tiles.
Okay.
And that is the basic strategy of the game. So Ryan, why don't you go ahead and pick first? Do you want an endgame goal or do you want to add to your land?
I want to add to my land because it's good to have land.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to place right here because this allows me to place an egg on this nest, right?
Correct. So
And that is 2 points at the end of the game.
absolutely. And if you do cover up this tile later in the game, that egg will go away.
Okay. Don't cover. Got it.
So now that you've left one, it's going to be replaced.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 8 rounds per player. I'm actually going to take this end game goal because it's 2 points per large carnivore in my land, and I already have a large carnivore, so I'm hoping that will get me more points.
Okay.
And then you get to pick again.
Well, I'm gonna pick this because if I put meat right here, then that feeds those dinos.
Absolutely, and you will score points at the end of the game. And let's see here. Ooh, I like...
When does the game end? When an asteroid hits the Earth?
That would be more thematic. It actually ends when you have taken your 8 rounds and there are no cards to replace.
Okay.
And then that's when you'll use these tokens to check if you have fed all of your land. If you haven't, so right now, like there's this tar pit, so that is an extinct animal because there's a tar pit there.
Gotta cover it.
Gotta cover it. And then I will replace. And you can choose. Now remember, that big herbivore down there is covered by a lot of mountains around it.
Yep.
But there is a goal here that your largest mountain range is going to score you 1 point per section.
Yeah, my mountain ranges are looking pretty trash right now. So I'm going to do this, and I'll cover up some of my squares.
Yep.
And it feeds this big guy here.
Yes, exactly. And you got to be careful because you don't want that little guy, that carnivore, to be getting near things.
Yep.
Now what is nice is you are allowed to turn these cards any way you want, but once they're placed, you are not allowed to adjust them at all. So I end up having an egg, and so I'm going to get an additional 2 points.
Okay, I am going to... I will place... Yep. I'll go ahead and place here.
I will tell you this. It is a very simple action. Like, the actions that you're going to do on your turn are very simple, but the strategy can be as complex as you want.
Absolutely.
One of their big things is you can teach this in under a minute, but there's a level of complexity here that it can just compound. And now you have to make sure all of your little herds are covered or not covered, and they have something.
Yeah.
One thing I really like, at the end of the game, they have this dry erase board score pad. I'm used to seeing those paper endgame scoring pads. This one's actually a dry erase one, so I don't have to ever worry about it running out. I think that is an excellent addition to a game, and I think more board game companies should start giving us a dry erase endgame scoring, because I think that would work really well.
Hannah has spoken.
Yeah, I think it's an excellent feature to this game. So that is Chomp from All Play, and we're going to go back to the table.
Welcome back to the table! I have the box cover here. We are talking about After Us. This is from Pandasaurus, and this is an engine building game, would you say?
Slash deck
Oh, it's
building.
little slash deck building, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we all have the same deck of cards that we start with.
Starting cards.
Yep.
So
yes.
starting cards, starting deck, and I think was there 8?
8. Yep.
So we have 8 deck. We have a hand of 4, and we basically lay them out in front of us, and we want to arrange them in a certain order. Explain that, Melissa, a little bit.
So each card has like 3 rows of icons, and you want to make them match so that it makes a completed kind of frame. So the ones that you match are the resources and the actions that you can take
some
in the
already
result.
have a completed frame.
That one has a completed
Not a lot
frame.
of them have it, but
But yeah, like here I have one. I'm not going to be able to activate that because it doesn't have anything on the left side.
Or anything over here.
Right, or anything over there. So we basically decide how we want to arrange our cards, and that's simultaneous.
Yep.
Then we run our little cards from the left top all the way down, then the next row, top down. So I would...
Why don't you do yours, I'll do mine. Why don't you explain yours?
All right,
and
so I
and
would
we'll
get
do
a
ours.
battery, and I can't reach, so I would get a battery, I would get 2 of the cocoa beans, I would get 1 of the flowers and 1 of the fruit, another cocoa and flower. Then I can start trading things in for points. Let's see. I will trade 1. I can trade 1 of my fruit in for a point. The goal of the game is to be the first one to 80 points, correct?
Correct.
So it's kind of a race game. I'm not going to spend any of my other resources. I want to keep them for the next phase of the round.
So knock things around. Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna trade anything in right now. I'd rather keep my resources. I'm not gonna spend stuff to get points yet.
If you put them up here, people can see them. Dun dun dun. Da-da. You know, playing to the camera.
That's right.
So now what's going to happen is we have 4 tokens that we can choose from, and they correspond to a deck of cards. So up there. And they also have an action on them. So what we're choosing is the action we want to take and the card pile we want to buy from, potentially. The bottom row all costs 3 of a certain resource. The top row 6, because those are better cards. So and we're all gonna secretly pick our tiles.
Oh, I already picked mine.
Okay.
Can we flip them over?
Yep. We reveal simultaneously.
Okay.
So Kevin gets 2 batteries because his is the, I forget what that is, but 2 batteries.
Orangutan, I think.
Orangutan.
Yep.
I get 2 points.
I'm gonna do 2 on my rage track. The more rage you get, you can start culling cards, you know, trashing them out of your hand for better cards.
Then based on the monkey we chose, we can then choose to spend resources to get new cards into your deck. And that's what Dan was saying earlier. It's sort of like a deck building game.
And they go on top, so you will
So
draw
I'm gonna
them.
spend 3 of the flower, which is blue, so that I
those
can get.
points.
And those points. Is
The,
that
can get-
the blue deck deals more with points.
So Dan, you've played this online a lot, or a few times.
A few times, yeah.
Would you say you found a strategy that wins? Because we think we know a strategy.
No, I don't think I have found like the strategy.
Okay.
I have seen like honestly, I would have rather had black, and if I had thought about it more, I like getting rage so that I can start thinning
Culling,
things out.
Yeah.
Yes, so I did the black, the gorilla, and that deck focuses on the rage track. You can kind of see there's an icon next to each monkey that tells what that deck focuses on.
Yeah, the light bulbs are points. I am not going to spend anything because I got 2
Oh, well, you need 3 of the same kind, right?
For
Or
what? For this?
for
To buy a monkey, yeah.
the chimpanzee.
Oh yes.
I didn't play chimpanzee.
I know.
Oh. Okay.
He played an orangutan. Now, there are, I didn't really look, phase 1 or 2, you could spend a battery
That's
to
okay.
change.
Yeah, but that's good to say.
So you can spend 4 batteries to draw an additional card, so you have 5. You could spend 5 batteries for 5 points.
Cool.
And then at this point, we would also have the ability to spend 2 resources to copy somebody else's action. So
A neighbor.
Yeah,
So in
a
a
neighbor.
3-player game, that's
all my
everyone,
neighbors.
but it's just the 2 people next to you.
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend 2 orange to copy her 2 rage
Nice.
to at least get that benefit.
I'm gonna keep my flowers
Try and clean
because
everything. Yep.
that blue deck can be really
So
powerful.
we discard our 4 cards. We draw 4 new ones. Now Dan and Melissa, they have a new card that they're going to add to that they've added. So they're going to play it. I didn't, so I was not able to get what I needed.
So what? Explain what the difference would be between a 3 and a 6 typically.
Other than just they're better.
Right, but from what I've seen, you have more completed frames on them. You have more value from the cards, so you have the ability to kind of fit them in places and just get value based on the card, rather than having to chain it together.
Yes, they're gonna have maybe a
We
better.
need to show.
They're gonna have better exchanges, like you can get 3 points.
So this is a value higher, level 2. This is a level 1. So, whoop. Level 1, level 2.
I don't know how
Yeah.
easy that is to see, but yeah, they're gonna give you better.
Definitely more points. And 4 points. This one
It's
gives
already completed.
some of them you don't have to spend anything
Yeah.
in
To
order
get
to
what's
get
on the
whatever's
other
on the
side.
other side, which I think is cool. But we don't have that much more time. But did you want to show anything else about the game, Melissa? I was gonna say, strategy-wise, I actually think I've always seen someone go after the point one, and they almost always win.
Yeah.
The
I would
blue
agree.
deck. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
really ignore the blue deck, I don't
correct.
think.
No.
The chimpanzee deck, no one took from that, but they're going to be powers that you activate other monkeys or frames, like reactivating something else. So that can be interesting if you have some other powerful cards and want to reactivate them.
Yeah.
I think there's a bunch of these, we just randomly put 3 out, using those well with your batteries can be good strategy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah, so you played on, is it Board Game?
Board Game Arena has this a nice version, so definitely check it out if you're on there. But yeah, that's After Us from Pandasaurus. Back over to the couch.
Welcome back to the couch. We are looking at Pyramido by Synapsis Games. It's for 2 to 4 players. And you are building a pyramid out of colorful domino tiles.
What?
Where your bottom base layer of your pyramid is actually a 4x5 grid with the half of your dominoes. So it's 4 of these little squares by 5. And how you play is you pick one of the 3 visible tiles from the 4 stacks. You place it in your pyramid. If a symbol is visible and you still have that token, you're going to place that matching colored symbol on there. At the end of the round, which is when you build out your entire level, it's 1 point per visible symbol that has one of these little tokens on it. If it doesn't have a token on it that's connecting it by colors, it won't score any points. You're going to do 4 rounds. Every subsequent round is going to be 1 quarter smaller, so it's going to be just the outside line of the pyramid that will be visible. So thinking going forward, you want to make sure that those symbols are kind of on the outside so you can connect them and score more points later, because if the colors match on the higher levels, it will score all the visible symbols for that color.
Okay, got it.
So we've started a couple, so it's my turn right now. I'm actually going to take this one, and then it's already connected, and I already have my blue token down, and then I just pick one of those 2 piles to choose from, and now Ryan has 3 of those dominoes to choose from.
All right, so, this is not the best one that I could do, but I'm going to do that right there.
One of the hardest things in this game, and you have to choose a pile to flip it over.
The hardest part to remember. That's the piece I wanted.
One of the hardest parts to remember is when you're building this bottom grid, it is the little squares that you're trying to make sure that you don't mess yourself up with. And I do have my blue and my brown available, but I'm hoping I can get more brown, so I'm going to activate the brown. And it's really easy to mess yourself up. You're constantly doing the math, do I have the 4x5 grid?
Hello.
Hi!
What I also
Welcome.
like this game. I think this was on our favorite games of September, wasn't it?
Yes, it was my favorite game.
We were debating whether.
Yeah, we are both of our game. It was both of our favorites. We both picked one.
I really like it. It's
Well, I think you like lots of Egyptian themed games.
probably.
I associate lots of Egyptian games if you like other ones. And which of the piles do you want to turn over?
All right, so first I'm putting this down. I have this red piece, so I'm going to put the
You
little
have your
eye.
red and your brown available. Which one do you want to pick?
I'm putting the red.
Okay, now in the middle, you're going to have to fill it out with vertical dominoes.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Or sideways. Just don't mess yourself up too much.
They say if you mess up your pyramid, you automatically lose.
Oh, really?
It's in the rules.
That's good to know.
I know, right? That's evil. I don't have yellow yet.
Yes, but maybe you don't want it.
But it's a good thing this isn't a real game. This is just for
just to
for
show you guys.
purposes.
All right.
And now I will say the hardest part is you're concentrating on your pyramid, remembering to flip that tile for the next
see
person.
the top ones that are on the?
Were they up?
I think they are face up.
I might have
are
had
they?
that wrong.
Yep, I'm pretty sure these are all.
So you
Let me
know
double
which one
check.
you want to flip the Roni?
Yep.
Yep.
That's
So you
hey.
could see which one. That would be even better.
Yep. So now you know, as the opponent, I
Yep.
really hope that person puts out the one. That's what I think is really a cool, one of the cool
Yeah.
parts in the game.
Absolutely. That is correct.
And knowing is half the battle.
Right? I know.
All right, so
you
I'll
win
go
the
ahead.
war.
I'll
Yep.
put that there.
Oh, that is an excellent tile for you.
Wow.
It's a good thing this isn't a real game. that is one. And then which one are you
Oh,
going to
that's
give
right.
to me?
Yep. I'm going to give you that.
Oh, no, I don't want that one. That's not one I want. But that's okay. I'll forgive you. Now, what I'm going to just leave that one for later and see what happens.
All right,
Keep
which
going,
one?
Hannah.
Okay, we're still going.
Which one do you want to flop?
No, I don't. Well, yeah, you can have that one.
But I don't want that one.
Exactly. I'm hoping you'll give it to me.
No.
Yeah, you probably have these all just like that.
Yeah, I think they're... And we didn't put out all the dominoes
yeah.
just for this demonstration purposes. But you keep going. You're building your 4x5. The next one ends up being
I suppose I'll take that.
I forget how. It's one little level in.
But these would not score, right? Because they're not touching
Correct.
this token.
Correct.
But they could later in the game.
But it might later if you
Because
can get them
just
all
for
connected.
Yeah, so I'll just do that.
No, that's not the one that goes there. That's not the one that goes there, Kevin.
You do it.
Are we?
That's all right.
Okay, are we
Is
doing?
this a full one?
No,
Or do you need-
it is one more.
She needs one more row.
You put it out
So
just to show.
if we were complete
Yep.
and we did something like this,
There you go.
on the next round we
Well,
have
you'd
our.
score.
I would score 1 point for each of the symbols, and now for the next one,
Yeah.
it would go something like this.
Ooh, let's put this one here.
Put that one there.
No, don't put that. Don't help
Yes.
her.
Well, if we would be playing it one turn
I'm
at a time.
placing this
So
one here.
I would score here, and the colors are connected.
Yeah,
So all of those
Can you
would
see that?
score. I don't.
Barely.
And you could sell there. I have a bunch of blue, and it would
Yeah.
score me 1, 2,
But you're
3,
seeing
4,
how
5,
it
6
like
points.
comes off just one like that.
Yep.
So.
So it is kind of fun in how it feels a little 2D, but you're still building a 3D
Yep.
image.
Can you push them closer to the camera?
Let me see here if I can
There we
without
go.
messing it up.
Alright, you got it.
A stack. So these blue ones are all connected, and so you're building 4 levels high. The last round is only 1 domino. And you're hoping they match the colors you have built up, but you do have these resurfacing tiles, and they're double-sided. And you can place them on top to get another point, but they would stay for the rest of the game, and you only have 3 of them. They are double-sided, but if you need that color later on, you're stuck. So that is Pyramido from Synapsis Games for 2 to 4 players. It's a lot of fun, and we're going back to the table.
Hey, all right, so we are looking at a brand new version of Marvel Legendary. This is a core set. Thank you, Kevin.
No problem. Here for you.
So this is a
Oh,
core set. You've got
This
all
is big.
Yes, you've got all the stuff you need to just play this out of the box. This is not an expansion, and it is.
Good.
Oh, it absolutely goes right in.
What
yeah.
if
Yeah.
you added it?
Right. This is based on the What If Disney show. So all the characters, the villains, everything's straight from that. If you're familiar
Can I
with
see
that,
the box?
Yeah.
And show what it looks like.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, so this is what it looks like on like store shelves and things like that. So it's a different size than the other ones.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's long to accommodate the.
So the
mat.
playmat actually goes in.
Playmat goes inside.
Whoa.
Yep.
Do you?
Very cool.
Got a couple columns. There's definitely room for if they do What If Season 2, they could absolutely create more
What if
content.
they have What If Season 2?
I know.
So this plays like normal Legendary though?
Plays like normal Legendary. If you already have Legendary and you want some more content, this will go right into your set. Absolutely. Melissa and I have been checking out a couple of hands here. So she's
yeah,
got
I'm just gonna look at the cool art and stuff. Do they have the Captain America with
Captain Carter?
Captain Carter?
Yes. You've got 8 heroes. So Captain Carter, we've got Doctor Strange out here, Party Thor, Star-Lord T'Challa, Uatu,
Wow.
Gamora. So yeah, you've got Apocalyptic Kitty or Black Widow as well. So Melissa's going to take us through a turn. We already flipped over her villain, and it is one of these Ultron sentries. So Melissa, let's look at some of the new keywords that
All right.
you have going on here.
I definitely see a what if keyword
That's
there.
right. So what if means you're going to look at the top card of your deck, and if you not look, you're going to guess what's on top.
Oh, what if
so
it's-
what if it's
this?
a hero, or what if it's a certain color?
That's funny.
You look at it, and if it's right, you get whatever the bonus is. So that Gamora card says, "What if draw 2 cards?"
So can you what if anything?
So let's set
Yeah,
up.
it's-
I have a card here that says, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, discard any number of them, and put the rest back on.
So then
in
later
any
could you play the
order.
what if and
Correct.
be like,
Yeah.
So I could look at the top 2. I could discard the Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and put the
So this is a Gamora card.
a Gamora card back on top.
and then later what did
So then we're saying I could play my what if and say Gamora.
Right.
And then I look.
Oh, hey, you're right.
So I would get to draw this one and the next one.
What question can you say? What if it's a yellow card, or what if...
Yeah, so you can guess the hero name or the color or class of the card. So yeah, what if it's yellow? What if it's red?
Okay, so you can't guess like just random things. What if it's a female?
Right, no. It specifies what you're doing.
What if it's a character from Marvel?
So now, you drew 2 cards. You've got an incredible hand for fighting here because we've got 2 fight plus 2 fight is 4. Now play that.
You get +1 damage for each card you drew this turn.
Okay, so you drew 2. So now that's another 3 fight because it's 1 plus 2.
Pepper Pot's in here. Sorry, I'm just looking at all the cool cards.
Yeah, so this would be a great hand. Now we have got these.
Pepper Pot's is probably not supposed to be in this deck. Oh, she is a bystander.
Yeah, those are all bystanders. There's even Scott Lang's head is one of the bystanders.
No.
I guess from the zombie episode.
Okay. I didn't like that episode, but that's okay. These are
so yeah, those are.
Are there any weird wounds in here?
No, all normal. So yeah, that's the what if keyword. They do also throw in another one called Soulbind, where Doctor Strange and Gamora use that a lot. You can put a villain from your victory pile on the bottom, like it's out of the game, period. This is really helpful because there are things that cause villains to come back into the city.
What if?
And you can get rid of them completely. So this brings in a few new keywords. It brings in some previous keywords. And this is all new content. This is... They came out with a core set based on the MCU that was basically a reskin of the original box. This is brand new content. So if you are new to the game and you want to get in, you like What If, this is a great spot to get in. If you already have the game.
Did we tell people it's a co-op sort of deck building game?
Yeah, co-op deck builder. Technically, officially semi-co-op in that there are victory points.
Sure.
You're trying to see who gets the most.
One person can win.
But you don't have to play that way.
No, I actually almost never play that way. We're just trying to be, Infinity or Ultron Infinity is
pretty.
Yeah, he's hard.
You need to work together.
I just want to beat him for sure.
Cool.
But yeah, that is legendary What If from Upper Deck. Definitely check that game out, and I think we're good to go. So back to the couch.
Ish.
We actually have a special guest segment video coming in from Ryan and Katie. So we're gonna play that now.
Hey, we're sorry we cannot be with you this morning. We had other plans, but we are excited to show you the Dreadful Meadows by Arcus Games and the expansion that comes with it. It is...
Tricks for Treats.
Yes, Tricks for Treats expansion. This game is, I would say, a beautiful game. If you're looking for something that is like Halloween themed, would be fun to play with several people, something that even maybe the kids could get into, this is a fun tile laying game. In this game you will play as one of the fun citizens of the like Halloween town kind of feel. I mean, you've got somebody who looks like Jack Skeletor kind of. There's
his name is Igor because he's an eye.
Yes.
I thought it was Igor, but that makes
it's I
just got
Igor.
It. I just got it.
There's a ghost. Yeah, there's skeletons. There's all these monster people, and basically you're going to be drafting tiles. You pay for them in a market. They get more expensive or less expensive the longer they've been on the board. But you'll be picking up these tiles and they will be producing candy for you. So this is like the idea, this is where Halloween candy comes from. And they've got really fun little different things like Phantom Mellows and Treacle Teeth. Now, I've never tried Treacle, but it does sound interesting. Then what you'll do is you'll take little sprites, sugar sprites that you have that are basically workers. They go out into the fields and they produce candy in the fields. There's lots of different rules for how things produce, but you'll if you're wanting to try to fulfill cards that you'll have that are candy orders, so you'll need to try to produce certain types of candy to fulfill those cards for points. There's also harvesters that you can eventually buy. Your candy is your currency, and so you'll be using that candy to purchase the harvesters and to do different things. And
Yeah. So like when you lay a sugar sprite,
Yep.
all the candies of the tiles around him are populated. And then when you pull a sugar sprite, whatever tile he's on, he gets to take that action.
yes,
And if when he generates candy on the adjacent tiles, if there's a harvester there, all of the like tiles that are in the big group that the harvester has, I believe they all produce candy too. So
Yeah.
harvesters are really powerful.
Yes.
And they're a point multiplier at the end.
and they are expensive to buy, so it takes a little while to save up enough candy to get harvesters. The expansion adds in kind of a trickster character and some tiles that will adds a little more player interaction because you can start stealing candy from other people's meadows. Yes, watch out. There's a couple of different modules in the expansion. There's also a Candy Critic expansion part of this, and that is one where you can give a card, you draw a card and you give it to an opponent, and they have a negative modifier that they have to deal with until they can achieve $15 worth of candy. And then once they do that, they'll switch the card over and then they'll have a permanent positive modifier to their play. So a couple of different options. If you're looking for something fun and light and entertaining to use at a Halloween party, definitely check out Dreadful Meadows by Arcus Games.
And its expansion, Trick or Treats. Now, back to the couch.
There we go.
Or
All right, welcome back to the couch. Great to have you over here.
We were totally looking at what we were supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
100%. And what we were supposed to be doing is playing Skyrockets by Floodgate. So this is kind of a Twitch game in the sense that you have to have really quick reflexes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Because, well, actually, I'll go ahead and read the story because this is kind of entertaining, and then I'll get into the nitty gritty of how
Okay.
we play.
Love it.
Mage Academy is closed for the summer. On the last day, you stumbled upon a tantalizing and definitely dangerous book. Magical Recreational Aerial Explosive Devices in You, Volume 1. Magic fireworks? Yes, please. Alright, so the whole point of Skyrockets is we have a fireworks show and we're trying to keep it going and we're trying to keep the crowd pleased. So, this is our crowd right here. We have 3 lives. And so
Oh no.
I say lives, but you know, if people are no longer engaged with our show, they're looking on their phone, and that's no bueno.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. So there are different scenarios to this game. This is the introduction scenario. This is the easiest way that we can play it. So each of us starts with 4 cards in our hand.
Okay.
And our timers are set up in a particular configuration. So this just lets us know the rules and how it works and everything. What the way that this is going to work is we have this orange timer. When we flip this over, the game is going to start.
Okay.
And then whoever goes first is going to play a card. When you play a card, you have to flip over whatever colored timers are on here.
Okay.
If any of these timers run out, then that's when we lose
Except
a
for
life.
orange. We want orange to run out.
Yes, when orange, what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep all of these balanced, and then when orange runs out, we want to play an orange card and we can move it to the next slot.
So
And
don't play orange card until it runs out. This is the plan.
Hopefully not, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
making sure we're on the same page.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
man.
does everything
Oh,
make
man.
sense so far?
Absolutely.
Ryan, you're starting?
All right, I'll go ahead and kick us off. So we're going to go ahead and do our orange timer. Bam. And I will do yellow and purple.
All right, and then you pick up another card. I'm going to do red and green and pick up another card.
So I'm going to do purple and red. I'm going to do
okay.
red first. And
right.
then I'm going to do purple.
All right, I'm going to do blue and red.
Someone do purple.
I don't have purple.
Okay,
I'm
quick.
doing green and red. I'm sorry.
Kevin, purple!
I don't have purple. Red
Oh, no!
and yellow. Oh, we lost a crowd.
Yeah, well, so this guy's now on his phone. That's lame. All right, I'm going to... Now, the orange one just went out, so I'm going
Yay.
to move that over, and then I also have to move red.
Okay.
Green, green, green!
Woo, good job.
Yellow. That was chaotic.
Whoa. Sorry, fix that one. All right,
This
so
is very This
So
is
my
very
turn?
chaotic.
Yep.
I'm gonna do yellow and green. Yellow. Someone needs to have green ready because that's not that.
I don't have green, so
I got
I'll
it,
just
I
go
got it.
ahead and I'll go purple and oh shoot, I
Oh,
played
no.
the wrong one. I played
Okay.
orange. So
All right, so green
this.
Oh, red.
and blue.
Oh,
Oh no, we lost another
another
one.
Oh, someone else is
Oh,
on the
no.
phone.
So do we flip red or just
Nope,
wait
we
for...
just leave it till the next
Alright.
one.
Yep.
It probably
Yellow.
I don't have yellow.
Oh, no.
Well, be quick.
Green
Quickly so
and
we can do it.
orange.
All right, so yellow and blue.
Oh no! All right, so I'm gonna flip
Green.
orange back.
Green.
Sorry, and blue. Hopefully, Kevin's got blue or green.
I got blue and green.
Oh, look at him go.
Green and blue.
All right, I'm gonna let orange go down again.
Yep.
And it also, all right.
Yep, go,
And then
go.
so blue.
Blue
Good
and
job.
yellow.
All right, we need purple.
Red and orange.
Okay.
So someone have orange. Get ready.
Okay, I got
okay.
orange. I can handle orange if you let it run out.
All right, so I'll do purple and blue.
And I got
Someone get
orange
yellow ready?
and yellow.
Okay, good job.
All right.
So
I'm gonna-
green and red
I'm
are
gonna
looking
get-
kind of gross.
I've red and orange, or orange and red.
Oh no!
Okay,
Someone can do orange.
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
We're good enough. We're good enough.
And
Bam.
Woo!
And we barely made it on the training session.
Yeah, but that is
So I
Skyrockets.
did figure out, we can flip orange faster, and they'll get it all.
I think you're the first person that I've played this game with who actually figured that out. Normally we're like, oh, we gotta wait for orange.
Yeah, I'm like, if we flip orange fast, and
Yep.
it gets,
Then
it's
we
already...
can just play the next one. That's how we
Oh
would beat the
my
next scenario.
goodness, and we now the...
Yeah, and there's
learned-
a bunch of different scenarios that have different configurations. They have different hand sizes, so it makes things so much more difficult. We've played the second scenario. I played it multiple times, and I've yet to win. It's tough.
It is very fun and challenging and chaotic, and it's absolutely delightful. But that is Skyrockets from Floodgate Games, and we are heading back to the table.
Thank you. 75.
Yep, random ones for you.
All right, Melissa, go.
Hello, we are looking at Waterfall Park from Repo Productions, and this is actually a remake, a retheme of Chinatown, which I've actually never played, so I don't know how similar the games are, like if it's a complete reskin or if there's
Some game change.
some game changes, but we're kind of
You can put these faces up, Dan.
we kind of jumped into round one. The first thing that you do is you're dealt cards that deal with different plots on the board. We're playing 3 players, so we get 7, discard 2, so we put 5 plots out. Then we are given attraction tiles that basically were randomly dealt to us, and we're trying to build attractions together to get the most points. This is a negotiation game. So basically you can see, oh, there's some blue plots and some pink plots over there. Maybe Dan and I might want to try to negotiate so I get those 2 blue ones, or maybe he wants my 2 pink ones.
Actually, here's a great example. Like, there's a blue and a yellow here and a blue and a yellow here. It'd be great, Dan, if we had plots that were like next to each other. So I'm fine with whatever one you'd rather switch. Do you want to switch 12 and 41 or 31 and 2? Like, either one
yeah.
works. I would rather, of course, get these. I don't
Sure.
know, but that may never happen in the game.
So I would be willing to give you my 2.
Okay, and we just swap them. But
I think since you do have the chance of linking up, maybe pitch in 3 coins on top.
ooh,
of it.
3 coins.
So
I have no
coins
idea
are the
what-
points. This is the first time
Wow,
Dan has played.
man, 3 coins. That's like, whew, pricey. I would say I'd not worth that. It's not worth the deal. I'd fine with just, like I said, I may never get this, so it's not worth that much to
Gotcha.
me.
Not every card will come out.
At least
during the
not
game.
yet.
No, 3 may never come out in the game.
Right. But this
Right.
this doesn't make sense for you yet. But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
3 came out, then it'd be like, oh, that's...
Sure. But I'm like, getting a set of 2 down at the beginning of the game is very helpful for both of us.
Is he telling me the truth?
Well, let's look at the tiles that you have. I don't
Okay.
know if the tiles are in frame or not. I have like 1 of each.
But Dan has 2 carousels and 2 ice cream. I have an ice cream, so he really wants, because this would complete his set of 3. So
there's also tiles you can change. You can trade tiles, you can trade plots, you can trade money. You can make any sort of deal that you want to try to get plots together to then lay tiles. We will score points at the end of each round, so you do want to get some tiles together so you can actually get some points.
But even having a set of 2, what I'm saying is really helpful, because if you just have a set of 1, then you're only getting 1 point. But instead of so even if it's an incomplete set, you're getting points.
Right.
So doing that during round 1 is great.
Yeah, so for me, I have nothing together, so to even get a set of something, I would need to
she would love for you to switch, but it's not worth you
I don't
switching.
have anything you want, maybe.
That's, true.
I do have a carousel that I could trade.
I also have an ice cream that you really want, Dan, and I would be willing to trade that for a clown. To complete your set, I would still need 2 more.
Let's do it.
All right. See, we did a trade. Now we continued trading and doing things, so I'm still open to, giving you 41 or giving you 12 and 41 instead. Trading 12.
Sure.
All right, we'll trade 12 and 41. And now, Melissa, are you doing any trades?
Do I have anything people want?
Well, I mean, I would love 68 or 56.
Ooh, you should get some money or something out of it, Melissa.
What can I... What do you have that I want? Bowling alley.
Bowling alley. That's about it.
Or you can just wait till next round, too.
Yeah.
I could wait. Let's see. You're doing clowns. You're doing horses. There's enough tiles to do 2 of each set.
Okay. So there's another
But
set of
not every tile will come out either.
Cream. Yeah.
When would we get more?
At the next round.
Okay.
Yeah. Every round we're getting more plots of land and we're getting new event.
So I'm gonna hold off. Cool. I don't think I want to do any trading. Yeah. Once everyone says we're done with trading,
we may not be done like in a real game, but let's just say we're done. And
now is when you can put tiles down. If you put a tile down, it is there for the rest of the game. You can keep as many tiles as you want.
And I'm just gonna do for fun. I'm just gonna put this down here.
So if I do this, I then have to bank on getting 2 more horses. So would it be better to not play those yet?
No, I would totally do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I would put your ice creams up here and bank on getting one of these.
Or would it be better?
Oh, if you can get those 2 from me.
Sure.
I'll do that.
There you go.
So I'll put my ice cream down here.
Are you putting anything out, Melissa? Might as well. We're gonna have to get to next.
Right, we're not gonna.
It's already.
I'm gonna put one little ghosty up there. Hope that I can get some more ghosts.
All right, so we're scoring the end of round 1. I have a set of incomplete 2, which is $3, and then I have an incomplete set of 1. So I'm getting a total of $4 for that round, and I'm just take it from the bank. I'm gonna take a 5 and give up a 1.
So I would have again 2 incomplete sets of 2.
So you get $6, and once you have 1,
I get $1.
Yeah. So that's the end. Now the interesting thing is we do the same thing. We're gonna hand out cards next round. We're gonna get more.
And then we'll have more information about which plots we would want to keep and which to. We do always shuffle the discarded ones back in.
The other big thing Melissa did say is these are set for the whole game, but ownership of them can change throughout the game.
Yeah, so maybe at some point I get a bunch of carousels and I talk you into letting me take over those.
So but the carousels have to stay there for the rest of the game, but not the owners, which is very interesting to me.
Yeah.
So we would get more cards, choose our cards, then we would get our tiles, then we do all the sort of negotiation, trying to get the best deals for everyone.
Yep.
Oh, you put a ghost out too.
I sure did.
I didn't notice that. Oh, Kevin.
But then you go to round 2, and it's basically after 4 rounds, the end of the game. So, and then you're basically counting up whoever has the most coins at the end.
Cool.
So that's Waterfall Park. If you like negotiation and trying to wheel and deal, then this might be a game for you.
Great. Back to the couch.
Welcome back to the couch. We have a blindfolded Ryan, because this one, he's going to be our driver for Turbo Kids from Scorpio. What is this?
Scorpion Mask.
Scorpion Mask. It's for, it can be played in 2 teams, up to 3 players apiece, so up to 6. We're just playing a 2-player game. So we are racing along the racetrack, and how this is going to work is Ryan is going to be our driver. He will be holding the pen with a dry erase marker.
Where's the pen? There it is.
And I will show you in a second where you're going to be starting. And then I'm going to be using his thumb as a joystick while also giving verbal commands to help him. up, down, left, right, and we're actually going to use those commands from our perspective. So up is towards the camera, down is away, our right and our left. If he ends up hitting any of the white lines, that is an accident, and I have to take him back to the last blue line. And we are trying to, as a 2-player, race through this as fast as possible. So let us see how. Let go.
Oh, I thought you were uncapping me.
I was, but I'm gonna show you. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So hold this comfortably.
Okay.
All right.
Is it upside down already?
No, you're right. This is your starting line.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna use your joystick. All right. We are gonna go. Ready, set, go. So go forward.
Dang.
Right. We're going right. Oh, stop! You got an accident, so I gotta pick you back up.
No.
So forward.
Already, huh?
Right, and we're going up. Up. Oh, you're good. You're good. Slightly forward. Forward. Up. Slightly this way. Keep going.
No.
Oh, all right, this way. Stop.
No.
You almost had it.
I almost had it.
Yep, right.
Did we hit a checkpoint?
No, yes, we did. Right. Up. Over. Down. Slightly. To this way. To your right. Right?
Right.
Stop.
No.
You were so close.
All right.
And up.
Up.
Slightly.
All right.
To the left.
All right.
Up. Left.
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 Up. Left.
Left.
Up.
Up.
Left.
Left.
Down.
Down.
No.
No. This is really hard.
Up.
All right.
Left.
Left.
Up. Left.
Left.
Up.
Left.
Keep going. Left. Left. Down. Right. Down. Right. Down. Oh!
You went left really hard.
Down. Right. Left.
That's left. Which is it?
Left. Wait, stop.
You asked me before we played. How am I with directions?
All right,
You just
hold
went
on.
left and said
Okay,
right.
calm down. Down.
Okay.
Left.
Okay.
Left.
Left.
Left. Down.
Down.
Right. Down. Finish it.
Oh! All right, I gotta see what that looks like. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Can we just put this on the wall?
Yeah. So that is Turbo Kids from Scorpion Mask. It gets crazier when one person's the joystick and another person is the voice. With the driver, it gets even crazier. But that is Turbo Kids. And you can actually find a copy of this in our Tantrum Con board game library for kids. And we have to keep going to the next one because we need a little more time. So you ready to do one more?
I'm ready to do
All right.
one more. I just put the cap back on, so you're gonna have to.
All right, the
put
difference
brother
with
up
this
here.
one is we do have a jump. So when you hit that jump, I'm going to tell you to pick up your pen and move it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, and we're starting here.
All right, here we go.
Okay, now forward, forward, forward,
Forward.
forward,
Forward.
slightly left, forward, 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 right, right, down, slightly left, down, slightly left, left, jump, down, oh, too far.
Oh, where did I go?
Too far.
Okay.
Just move slowly. Ready? And
All right.
now left. Jump,
Yeah.
and down. All right, left.
All right.
Forward. Right. Up. Go up. And done.
Oh! Well, it was so much quicker.
Yeah, we did much better.
Look
So
at that.
you went over here.
Oh wow! I stained their wood.
It's a good thing it's a dry erase marker. We can get that out later. Are we ready at the table? All right, we're moving back to the table. That's Turbo Kids.
Turbo Kids.
Hey guys!
Hey, it's
We're back.
Sidekick Larry.
Hey, I made it! Finally. We have Neotopia here from Arcane Wonders. Set up-
And Arcane Wonders is one of our sponsors for the Saturday morning board game show.
Oh, that's true. Thank you, Arcane Wonders, and thank you for Neotopia. This is a interesting game. I would say it's an abstract type game. I don't know. You're trying to complete these cards that you have in hand. Melissa, Ryan, or Dan. Wow, I don't even know who this guy is.
Man.
It's been so long since
That's
Dan's been
crazy.
here. I don't even remember his name apparently. So we have cards here that we're trying to complete. on the top of the card is the orientation of the set we're trying to create on this grid on the board. On the bottom left is the points that you will score if you complete them. So on your turn, you must do 3 actions. You can either move a token from one of these factories, they're called, to an adjacent area.
Okay.
So I could move either these to here or this one. I can't move here because it's not adjacent. So it has to be one of the 2 that are next to it. Or I can draw more cards.
Oh, I might have to bail.
Oh, you gotta go set up?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Larry.
I forgive you.
Okay.
It's fine. We're gonna win anyway.
I'm gonna take my coffee with me though.
Take it. So, basically, this is how it'll go. I will play this card here. I can play this one here. And I'm gonna play this one here. So that's 2 actions. And I'm gonna play this one here for my 3rd action. And I'm gonna complete this card, which gives me 4 points. So
Larry.
we have points for every section of this grid.
Oh, cool.
So I will score 4 points in this grid because that's where I completed this pattern.
Do we add up each grid?
Yeah.
For a
At the
total
end of the
score?
game, you add up every grid, but
Okay.
the trick is your lowest scoring grid scores triple.
Whoa. Okay, so you don't want like a 1.
And a 20, yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't
So
help
you do
out
need to
too
balance
much.
it out. Talk to me about these little extra squares here.
These are
circles.
little extra bonus tokens that you can collect. The ones on the board, you just get them when you cover up the token. So if somebody played here, they would get this token. They give you different actions. This one gives you an extra action. This one lets you take 2 cards from the board. This one lets you play on the outside of the board. So like you would play like
oh yeah,
on
there's
the
like
edge.
faint circles there.
Yeah,
That's
they're
cool.
very faint circles. You can play 1 token if you have that one. So, it kinda
So
gives
do
you
we
more.
refill?
We don't refill until it's
so I just have
totally
to-
empty.
Oh, so I'm just stuck with what you left me.
Yeah.
Okay. But I do want a blue, so I can take 1 from here
Yes.
and I'll put it here.
Yes.
And I want a purple.
You also have to place them adjacent to something. You can't just
Okay.
place one
Yeah,
way
makes
off in the
sense.
middle of nowhere.
Purple here. So that
Yeah.
completes this.
Yes. So once you place the last token, you can complete the thing.
But can I keep taking the rest of my actions
Yeah, you
after
still
that?
do.
Okay.
Yeah. So you place that, you get 3
I place
points.
that, I get 3 points, okay. And then I have, oh, nope.
You get 1 more action.
1 more action.
So you can either draw another card, you can place another token.
Can a cluster of circles count for 2 things? Like I've got this one here. I guess that might be hard to do.
They
but
can. If
I put 2 blues there, that would create 3, right?
No, you just place 1. This would create. It doesn't matter
so it doesn't
the
have to be 2.
orientation.
Okay.
It can spin around.
So for my 3rd action, I do that.
Yes.
And now I do this.
The only qualification for doing these is the picture. So if you notice the picture on here,
Yep.
it cannot be the same picture. So you cannot complete the same one over and over because pictures have pretty much same tokens on them. So it can be super easy. Your card actually has 2 numbers on it for scoring.
I see that.
If it is your color that you played, so this one actually is a blue, you only get 2 points.
Dang it.
If it was other colors, you would get 4 points.
Okay.
As you see on these scoring tracks, there's also highlighted spaces. If you cross one of those spaces, you get one of these bonus tokens here.
Nice.
Once you cross it, you can only play 1 bonus token per turn.
Okay.
So
And then
it's not.
do I
super
draw
great.
cards or pick one or
No,
what's
that's
the...
your action. That would be an action. So you have to wait till your next
okay.
turn.
I'm good with that.
gonna move this just so we can see what happens.
Yep.
And I'm gonna move this here. And since this is empty, we take all of the tokens on top of this one
Nice.
to fill that, and then we flip this guy over, and that's the next set of tokens that are going on top of here to be filled the next time. And so we just keep on going around, keep on taking turns. We keep on trying to get as many points as we can until we go all the way down to the bottom of this thing, which has a little, what is that? Race flag.
Yeah.
You
Checkered
finish,
flag.
the checker flag, and then basically we'll finish the round, and then everybody would get 1 more turn
So is this like a 45-minute game?
Oh, probably 30.
30?
It's pretty
Okay.
quick. Yeah, it's super quick. If it's 4 players, maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
That's including the teach. Like, it's easy
Yeah.
to pick up and go. But that's Neotopia by Arcane Wonders, and I think they're ready to head on back over to the couch.
Hello, welcome to the couch. We've kind of switched around positions. Kevin's going to come in just a moment to talk about Jekyll and Hyde versus Scotland Yard from Mandu Games. This is a 2-player cooperative game. So Ryan's gonna, listen in and ask questions.
for the next game.
Yes.
We meet up everyone in.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna watch like a hawk.
So there's Jekyll versus Hyde.
Remember, that's a 2-player competitive game.
There's Dracula versus Van Helsing,
Ooh.
which is also 2-player competitive. So this one is cooperative, where we're working together to try to complete a campaign. So I started setting up chapter 3.
Oh, yeah, because we finished chapter 1 and 2. Yep.
So like the early chapters are kind of getting you used to how the game plays, and then they start incorporating more mechanics as you go through the chapters.
Yep.
So I am
How many are there?
Jekyll.
That's it, 7 or 8.
Kevin is Hyde.
Yeah.
We have Scotland Yard on the map. They're trying to get us.
Yep.
We've started out by
12 cards to each player, but we need to
Create the Scotland Yard deck.
the city deck
Oh.
by giving up 4 cards each.
Okay, 4 cards.
If you have any 8s in your hand, they have to go to the city.
Okay.
8s are the highest.
And these are the cards that were taken out of this.
Yes,
this
there are
round.
some that were
Okay.
taken out. All right. So getting rid
And we're
of
getting 4 cards.
cards that are gonna be played against us by the city.
And do we have what? Oh, whatever is played first becomes trump. Okay.
Or it's the lowest,
1,
right?
2,
So it's a trick-taking game, right?
This is a
is-
trick taking.
yeah,
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
I need to get rid of one
1, 2,
more.
3, 4. All right.
All right, so these get shuffled together.
shuffle, yep.
Well, I was
Here, I can
Oh,
shuffle.
you could be the
by-
Scotland Yard.
Give me something to do.
so yeah. You can play for the
You can play
the game
All right, cool.
playing against us.
Hi,
Scotland Yard.
All right. So that was the day phase. We have completed the day
That's right.
phase.
And
The
now,
night phase.
Now we're basically each going to play a card in turn order, and Scotland Yard's going to have their own deck, but they're going to flip over their
Yes.
top card.
So-
Not yet. though.
Okay.
So as we start, Scotland Yard is the first.
Oh, so flip it over.
And we'll see.
Where should we put it?
Let's see. Is there?
That's good. Yeah,
That's good.
And
Okay.
then red comes out here. You got at the bottom or the top?
Red is I believe, the lowest rank.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was the top rank.
Oh. Dun-dun. During each round, their rank is defined. The first color to appear has the lowest rank.
Okay. Cool. And then I play a card.
So you have to follow suit if you can,
Okay.
or you could play a potion card.
How many colors are there?
There are 3 colors.
Okay.
Could you also play a 1 of another color?
No.
Okay.
So I could do this.
Well, one thing to think about in chapter
Oh.
3, I am the leading player,
Okay.
Dr. Jekyll. Every one of these helmets that are in tricks that I win at the end of the game will move Scotland Yard pawn.
Oh, okay.
Take those tricks.
So you're saying I need to win this? Is that what you're saying?
So that is a potion,
Yep.
becomes a
Red.
6,
Red.
but we do, you get to take the city's last trick, but the city doesn't have any tricks.
That's fine.
Kevin sacrificed a potion,
Yep. To hopefully win. We'll see what happens.
so I'm gonna give that one, which is another helmet.
Yep.
Kevin's potion becomes a red.
Yep.
It's all the same color,
I
highest
won.
card wins.
Okay.
What we're trying to do is advance our
But we don't.
token. At the end of the round, the 2 players, whoever has the fewest tricks, that's how many spaces our pawn will move.
Interesting.
8s will make them move, I think, an extra step,
Yeah.
potentially. But we also don't want to go over the board.
Yep.
Okay.
So we have 3 rounds that we're going to
Yeah.
play. So it's a bit of a tightrope of how
So
many
if
tricks
I,
you want.
I
Yeah.
won last, so I start.
So
Black.
that becomes.
The second, and now Melissa plays a card because we just go and turn just like a regular trick taking game.
I will play
And
that.
see what happens. And Melissa won.
I won.
The problem is at the end of the round, they're definitely unless somehow you get rid of this.
Ha! Scotland Yard.
And blue
Strikes
is
again.
automatically
The highest suit.
Yep.
Alright, so. We know that there's some 8s in there.
Yep.
Blue is the highest suit. I'm
Yep.
gonna play
Hi-ya!
6,
Woo.
a 4. So currently I'm winning that one.
Yep. I'm just gonna play off. Oh no, sorry.
Don't want to give me a helmet.
Don't give her a helmet.
Scotland Yard is
What does blue do again? We get to rearrange.
rearrange the color tokens in a different order.
Okay.
Ooh, Kevin. These are all still blue.
Yep.
So I would take
Melissa's got a
that.
second trick, but she's gonna play a card.
I am gonna play a card.
7 blue.
All right.
I need
5 blue.
Kevin to start winning some. So Kevin supposedly
I-
doesn't have any blue.
Yep.
Black is a higher rank
Yep.
than blue, so he would win that trick.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
All right, we're tied right now.
Understanding Ryan is understanding.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to play that one. Kevin is still winning because black
Because
is
black.
higher than blue.
And black still wins.
Yep.
Black still wins.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I have 2, you have 3.
Yep. They're definitely gonna.
What does black do? One player must exchange the top card from their city
still
deck
8s.
with a card in their hand.
Just play. We're not
Sure.
winning. We're not winning.
I know. So actually what happens before you do that is this is a potion on a black. One player must exchange the top card from the city deck with a card from their hand.
Okay.
So
Is this a city deck? or-
yes. So
Okay.
maybe I would say I'll do that and I'll put that there.
Now.
Okay.
And
now
then
you flip
if-
it
Now
up.
it's my turn.
Yep.
And by my turn, Scotland Yard.
And I won that one. Barbaro.
So I need to try to win one.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless Scotland Yard
Nope. So I
doesn't
won that.
win it.
And now what? That's just a 5 of nothing.
So it now becomes
Right. Oh, you
red.
won. You won.
So I would win that. One player must take the city's last trick.
Okay.
The city didn't win any tricks.
But Melissa, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 3, so we move 3, 1, 2.
well, we read that card because it's a different chapter.
Okay.
End
But
of the round. Yeah.
and we have to keep going. But in
Right.
a normal game, you're gonna
Well,
move these 3.
read that so we can do what happens on this chapter.
The player that won the least tricks moves forward. 1, 2, 3
For each trick.
for each trick. If Jekyll and Hyde pawn has reached the last position, nothing happen, or we would win. Each card with the 1, 2s, and 3s with the little helmet in the leading character, which is Melissa. How many do you have?
I have 1.
Okay, so it moves forward 1. If Scotland Yard breaches or exceeds the position of Jekyll and Hyde, the player is immediately defeated. So that's and it keeps giving you more stuff that the game.
So this one didn't have the 8s. There was one of them where 8s made you move
yep.
double.
So that is a general overview of Jekyll and Hyde versus Scotland Yard.
Yeah. Now for this chapter, we would play, I believe, 2 more rounds of that, trying to make sure we don't go off the board, and we do land exactly
Right.
on the spot.
All right, but we're going to move into our last game of the Saturday morning board game show, which is from one of our sponsors, which is Mish Mash.
Mish Mash.
I'm gonna join you for this
Mish
one.
Match.
Dan, did you want to come in for this one?
Yeah, Dan, we need all the
Okay,
players.
room for everybody.
Yeah.
You don't mind.
Oh, Dan, you can just get on the end here. That works.
All right, you want to put all that stuff in the
Yep.
box?
You want to bring it over? Give it to me.
What's that? Oh, this.
I'll
Sorry.
move it.
Thank you. Ta-da. All right, this
Okay.
is Mish Match from the app, a party game that plays. How many players? It says up to 8.
Ooh,
So 2
that's
to
a
8,
good one.
2 to 8 players.
Let's see, I think I might need to find a safe place for the coffee.
Can you put it down by your...
Should shuffle these
If
up.
you need me to put it over here, I can put it in the
Handy little
Little,
tabletopper.
How many cards do we get on
In,
Melissa?
yes. The handy accessory from our sponsor.
Yeah, I would punch it down.
There we go. Number of cards.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it. I know how this is
Setup.
important, but
Deal them as equally as possible, face down.
Oh,
We're party animals. Look at that.
Shuffle the cards and deal them as
Oh, that's
evenly as
us.
possible.
Yeah, we're party animals.
we're gonna deal them all out.
All right, sounds good.
That's right.
Should have had Ryan do this while we're doing Scotland Yard. That's
all
all
right.
right.
Nah.
That's all right. We can thank our
All right,
sponsor.
so before we, just so you know, they have different types of animals on them. And they have colors.
There are 4 different categories.
Yeah, I can.
Why don't you?
There's pink.
There's color. There's the type of animal.
Yeah.
There's the food the animal has.
Okay.
And there's mood.
Oh.
So chill is wearing skates and sunglasses.
Yep.
This guy right here.
Oh, yeah.
Festive,
It's a party hat. I saw a
party hat. Greedy
Yeah, there's
has
food.
lots of food.
Yep, there's one right there.
In love
Are they?
and sad.
Oh, they're in love.
They're both in love.
Ooh. And sad is gonna look probably like that.
Sad.
No, that has sunglasses and skates.
Oh, okay. They're sad.
There's sad.
It's
It
got
has
tears.
tears.
All right, so there's the different colors. You saw the different colors.
Blue, green, pink, purple, or yellow.
Oh, there's 5 colors.
There is also, it's on our,
Oh, there you go.
Our handy
has it
dandy
on
box.
there. It has all the different
sorry,
kinds
yes.
on the box cover.
All right, we're not gonna do the whole deck. Sorry, we don't have time. Don't have time for that.
Abbreviated games for demonstration purposes only.
This,
You know what?
Just give them equally.
yeah. Because we probably won't finish the whole thing.
All
Here we
right.
go. I'm gonna give you out the whole deck. Here we go. Look at that.
There he goes.
So even.
Hey, Dan, I know
A
you feel left out.
special
Oh, thanks,
rule.
man.
I got you, bro.
Okay, what do we do?
All right.
Do we look at him?
All right, the youngest player starts the first round by calling out. I don't think you look at them.
No,
Do
you do not look
Oh.
at them. No. Face down.
I didn't see anything.
Youngest player starts the first round by calling out one of the 4 attributes to be active for the round and places the top card in their deck face up in the center of the table. In clockwise order, one at a time, players will flip the top card of their deck and place it directly on top of the card in the center of the table. If the topmost card has the correct matching attribute,
Whatever Hannah says, because she's the
Yeah.
youngest.
with the card immediately below it,
Hannah's the youngest.
Oh, fine, I'll go first.
Okay.
all players race to slap the pile. So this is one of those like slap the pile games.
Oh, gosh.
So I spot it.
You cannot peek at the card below the top card before slapping the pile.
Yep.
So you kind of have to remember what was before it.
Yep.
Slap it. The player who slapped first calls out the match.
Yep.
If they are correct, they collect all the cards in the center pile and place them face down under their deck of cards.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to say an attribute, which is either happy, sad, food,
Color,
or something, or
anything.
color, okay? And then once we get to Melissa's card, we're all going to say a number? How
No.
do we slap? When do we slap
Oh, anytime a card comes out that
That
matches
matches.
that
Okay.
first one.
it? Okay, and then we slap it, and whoever slaps it first, then what do they
They
say?
get all their
They get all
cards.
the cards.
That's it.
Okay.
All right. What are you
All
gonna
right,
say?
Purple.
Okay.
Is our pile.
Right? Did I do that right?
Did we do that right? Was that it? And then
Yeah.
and that's
Put
your
them underneath.
cards. We get some underneath,
Yep.
Yeah.
and whoever gets the whole pile first.
So Dan has the most.
I'm gonna
cards
say
now.
food.
Well, now
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think
that's
we
food.
say an attribute anymore.
Oh.
If the
okay.
topmost card has the correct matching attribute with the card immediately below it,
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so now it's.
So now we're just gonna be like.
if food was the attribute, players will race
I
to
don't know
slap
if
the
these are foods or
pile
not.
first if the yellow poodle is placed on the green gopher since they both are holding cookies. Oh, so maybe you do. We needed purple, but we
Twice.
needed 2.
We needed 2
Yeah.
purple.
On top of each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we needed
Is
2
it- are
purple
those
on
2
top of
foods?
each other. And then do we?
But there were 2 purple on top of each
No.
other.
No.
I just
No.
slapped because it was purple and she said purple.
Oh,
Yep.
just put them
And so
there.
we're waiting for 2 purple,
All right.
and then we slap it.
Yeah.
But they
Yes.
got to be on top of each other.
Yep.
That makes it kind of tough.
That does make it tough.
That's pink.
Or
Huh?
do they have any matching attribute?
Ooh.
You've
We are-
played this before, Kevin.
We are confusing
I have
ourselves.
Not played this, Melissa.
Oh, no. We're learning how to play it before. So is it in the pile there have to be 2 purples, or do they have to have 2 purples on top of each other? That is a very
If
good
the
question.
topmost card has the correct matching attribute with,
With
the
the-
card immediately below it,
Nope, it needs 2 purples on top.
Yeah. There's 2 purples on top. Sorry, Ryan.
Who placed that purple
Kevin did.
otter?
Yeah.
get through the whole deck and there aren't 2 purples on top of each
I guess we
other.
reshuffle. Okay.
Purple.
No!
Man.
And that's how you play the game.
No.
And now that Kevin has that,
They choose the next attribute to match.
you
Okay.
do. So you start again.
I'm gonna say party.
All right, that's one party. All right, now Melissa gets to pick. And now do you start?
Sad.
If you're wrong, you have to add cards from your
I see.
pile to the main
I don't
pile.
think that's. I think that was gluttonous. That's not. There's no tears.
There's
Nope, there's
yet.
tears.
There's
Oh
tears.
no.
So, no.
No, what happens?
No. So because Ryan was
You're wrong.
wrong,
Ah.
they must
Story of my
add
life.
2 cards from their deck to the bottom of the center pile. Play continues.
Oh no. I
Oh.
never
To the
got it.
player
I'm not doing
to
so
the
hot.
left of the last person to flip a card, which was me, I think.
No,
He
flipped
Yeah,
and slapped.
he
He
touched
flipped
it.
and slapped? Okay. Go for it.
Who
Okay, just,
No, I didn't flip
Oh,
and slap.
okay.
But regardless.
Alright.
that's sad.
And if we run out of cards, you're done.
Sad.
Am I?
so.
Yeah, if I run out
Game
of
ends
cards, I'm
when
dead.
one player is out of cards.
Oh.
One player is out of cards.
Oh no!
Because we didn't
And,
deal
needs
all
to
the
add, and
cards.
you haven't added a card yet. And,
Is
and
it
needs
your
to
turn?
add.
Okay.
So
That was
When
the
it gets
last
back
card.
Yeah,
to your
so-
turn.
Ah!
You want.
I want it!
And
no!
that's the game.
Oh
The player with the most cards wins.
So there is a sneaky rule.
no! Oh, a sneaky
A
rule.
special rule. Some animals are sneakily wearing a hat. When a card with a hat is revealed, the first player to immediately shout out "hat" wins the card outright.
Ooh, wins the
Interesting.
Just
card.
that
Just the
card.
card.
Okay.
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 Keep you in the
Interesting.
game one turn.
So it's sort of like spot it a little bit, where you're trying to like find the things that match.
little.
I haven't played it, so I'm just
Goat.
gonna smile and nod.
What is it? Goat,
Yes.
cat, cheese, pizza,
There
or
you go.
something
Yep.
like that?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
And there's the list of the different.
I do think the
Attributes.
colors in the animal is a lot easier than
All the
the,
extra
like
things,
extra
yeah.
things.
The color definitely is easiest.
It's a lot to keep track of. It's
It
kind of
is.
interesting.
Yep. So that is Mish Mash from the app. Thanks for joining us today at the Saturday Morning Board Game Show. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Appreciate
That was
it.
a lot of fun.
Second Saturday instead of the
I
first.
know, just everything's off this year,
That's all right.
this month. But the next one will be the first Saturday of November, and you will have some live shows on Thursday nights that you can join us. I think we got some games like Dice Throne, Marvel. We have some prototypes we're going to be showing off. There's one other thing that there's a lot of like Kickstarter stuff that we're doing. Thursday
And
nights.
don't forget the TantrumCon tickets are now available. You can purchase your tickets at tantrumcon.com.
Kevin's working on a lot of Turna meals, so getting sponsorships for those. So
Yeah.
lots of fun
Those are
things
shaping
planned for that. Just gonna see if there's any
Any questions or comments?
questions. Not that I'm seeing
Thanks,
at the moment.
thanks for coming and watching. I appreciate it. And next time, the rest of the crew should be here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'm sure we'll be talking about Essen and their experiences in different formats on
Yep.
the podcast and maybe
Yep.
some other videos.
All right.
Well, you have a great weekend and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.